It's SMX Facts time. We bring in our statistician, Clinton Fowler. Let's go to Chase Sexton. And JT, I think you prompted this one. Want to see just how strong he really was in that second moto.
Yeah, I mean, incredible in that second moto, Weege. He, in the first lap, was 5.76 seconds faster than the entire field. Absolutely incredible. The amazing part here, guys, is that that's consistent in the second moto for him. If you look at the top 10 lap gaps of the season in the second moto, he's got 9 of the 10. Now, the even more impressive part is he does it in the second half of the second moto. So it just shows that his fitness is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, and for me, the fitness, I think we'd already seen, right? He had just been leaning on these guys late in the moto, and he would gap everybody. So we knew that was there. To me, that first lap where everybody's fresh, everybody's going flat out to build that much of a gap, that was the big moment, right? So him being able to put both of those two things together, that's a step we haven't seen Chase Sexton take at any time, in my opinion, in 2024. That's why I believe it was the biggest moment of the day.
Okay, and he's maybe closing in on the title himself, not as big a point lead as Deegan. Real quickly, to just give us some of the data behind how good Sexton has been this year.
Yeah, I mean, he's really having the best season of his career right now. He's got 10 moto wins. He's got 5 overalls. You compare that to his previous best season, 9 rounds in, or for the whole season, he had only had 8 moto wins and 4 overalls. So he is for sure having the best season of his career. The interesting part for me, JT, he's doing it on the new bike. We heard during the Supercross season there were some struggles with setup. We haven't heard about those struggles throughout the season. And then on top of it, he's doing it with a 6th at the white line, which is mediocre from the start. You compare it to like a Hunter Lawrence, who is 2nd at the white line. So he's doing it on a new team, a new bike, and he's doing it with mediocre starts, JT.
Yeah, and that's worked out for him so far. Remember, Jet Lawrence exited the series. That is a big part of this puzzle. But I do wonder if that trend continues where he is 6th across the whole shot line when we go into the SMX playoffs. What does that look like? It's much more difficult to pass on these SMX tracks than it will be at a pro motocross race. The fitness doesn't play as much of a role. The confines are tighter. So if you're asking me where is the hole in his game, what could really derail this in September, I think you nailed it with that 6th place across the stripe. That is still a problem. Maybe he fixed it in Moto 2, maybe, but I need to see more before I'm going to say that's not a liability.
Yeah, right. So we're going to be watching those starts, and also the bike, as you said, Clinton, much smoother transition to the KTM and motocross than Supercross, but SMX is both. So this could be difficult on him when the playoffs begin.
Yeah, good news for Chase. He's going to go in with a 3-point advantage. Last weekend in Unadilla, he locked the #1 seed in the Super Motocross standings, so he's at least got that 3-point advantage over the field, and it looks like he's probably going to have a 9-point advantage over Jet Lawrence. So he's got the points going in on his favor.
We're going to talk Haiden Deegan trying to wrap up Pro Motocross this weekend. What we really want to talk about is what is the celebration going to look like, but you're the facts guy. So just give us the facts of how to wrap it up first.
All righty, just the facts, Weege. He needs to score 30 points to secure his first pro motocross title. Guys, that's as simple as a 7-7 in the motos, which, if you look at his season, would be the worst 2 motos of the entire season. Right now, his worst is a 6th, the second moto at Redbud, and that's when he crashed. So it seems like it's almost a lock. JT, the question that I have is, does he go hard and try to clinch in the first moto? He's just going to need to score 5 points more than Kitchen to do so to wrap it up. Or does he play chill? And there's a second piece in play here too, because if he scores 7 points more than Levi Kitchen in the weekend, he clinches the top seed for Super Motocross. So which one is it, JT?
I don't think he has a chill mode. I think he wants to not only win the championship, but I think he wants to stand on the throats. This is just who he is. He is ruthless when it comes to this type of stuff. So, your opening statement where it feels like a lock, that's how I think he's looking at this. And I think he wants to go out winning every single moto along the way. So I'm expecting him to put his best foot forward on Saturday.
Hey, Clinton, we stumbled upon a stat that we didn't even plan on running here about how unlikely it would be for Deegan to have 2 bad motos. His consistency has been shocking. I mean, shockingly good. Hit us with the number on how rarely he has a bad race.
I mean, absolutely incredible. In the last 2 years, in 40 motos, he's only finished outside the top 10 twice.
Race Day Live coverage begins at 10 a.m. Eastern. That's our hour-long qualifying show brought to you by Motorsport.com. And the racing starts at 1 o'clock Eastern. We'll be live all day on Peacock or the SMX Video Pass outside the United States. And there'll be a re-air Sunday afternoon on USA Network. Maybe get some people checking out the superstars of SMX this weekend from Budds Creek. That's about a half hour outside of Washington, D.C. So if you're anywhere nearby, just come and check it out in person.
Hi, folks. Lee Diffie from NBC Sports here. If you truly enjoyed what you just watched, you can get more news, interviews, and highlights by subscribing to the Motorsports on NBC YouTube page. You can get it all, so go for it.